The notion that the mainstream media uses climate change to oppress Christians is a complex and multifaceted issue. On the surface, it may seem like a far-fetched claim, but as we delve deeper, it becomes apparent that there are indeed some nuances to consider. The relationship between Christianity and climate change is not inherently adversarial, but rather, it is the way in which the media frames and presents the issue that can be perceived as oppressive to some Christians. Firstly, it is essential to acknowledge that Christianity, as a religion, is not inherently opposed to environmentalism or climate action. In fact, many Christian denominations and organizations have been at the forefront of environmental stewardship, citing biblical teachings that emphasize humanity's responsibility to care for the earth. However, some Christians may feel that the media's portrayal of climate change is overly secular and dismissive of their faith-based perspectives. One way in which the media may be perceived as using climate change to oppress Christians is by marginalizing their views and values. For instance, some media outlets may depict Christians who are skeptical of climate change as deniers or science haters, rather than engaging with their concerns and perspectives in a respectful and nuanced manner. This kind of rhetoric can be alienating and create a sense of ostracism among Christians who may feel that their views are being unfairly maligned. Furthermore, the media's emphasis on climate change as a primarily scientific and economic issue can also be seen as oppressive to Christians who view the problem through a moral and spiritual lens. By framing climate change solely in terms of carbon emissions, sea level rise, and economic impacts, the media may be ignoring the deeper spiritual and philosophical dimensions of the issue. This can lead to a sense of disconnection and disillusionment among Christians who feel that their values and beliefs are not being represented in the public discourse. Additionally, some Christians may feel that the media's climate change narrative is being used to promote a particular ideological agenda that is antithetical to their faith. For example, some environmental activists and media outlets have been criticized for promoting a green or eco-friendly lifestyle that is rooted in a secular, humanistic worldview, rather than a Christian one. This can be seen as an attempt to supplant traditional Christian values with a new, ecocentric spirituality that is incompatible with Christian teachings. It is also worth noting that the media's coverage of climate change often focuses on the actions and statements of prominent Christian leaders who are skeptical of climate change, such as some evangelical pastors or conservative politicians. This can create a perception that all Christians are opposed to climate action, which is not only inaccurate but also divisive. By amplifying the voices of Christian climate skeptics, the media may be perpetuating a false narrative that pits Christians against environmentalists and reinforces the idea that Christianity is inherently opposed to climate action. In conclusion, while the mainstream media's use of climate change to oppress Christians may not be a deliberate or coordinated effort, it is clear that there are some issues with the way in which the media frames and presents the issue. By marginalizing Christian perspectives, emphasizing a solely scientific and economic narrative, and promoting a particular ideological agenda, the media may be creating a sense of alienation and disillusionment among Christians. To move forward, it is essential that the media engages with Christian perspectives in a respectful and nuanced manner, acknowledging the complex and multifaceted nature of the issue and the diverse range of views within the Christian community. By doing so, we can work towards a more inclusive and equitable public discourse on climate change that values the contributions and perspectives of all individuals, regardless of their faith or background.